want to welcome our online folks. So much a part of this community. So if adulthood is a Monty Python movie, then I'm pretty sure that as a teenager I thought it would look and feel more like the character of King Arthur. In actuality, adulthood feels more like the character of the Black Knight. For those of you who weren't made to watch the film The Holy Grail as a small child and repeat the lines back to your father, let me paint the scene for you. King Arthur is riding through the English countryside with his friends, in search of the Holy Grail. And he comes upon a bridge and must fight the defender of that bridge, the Black Knight, in order to pass and be on his way. And they engage in an epic battle of swords. Arthur delivers the first blow, cutting the Black Knight's arm clean off. The Black Knight pretends as if it's nothing. "'Tis but a scratch," he says. Arthur then cuts off his other arm, and as the Black Knight cannot now hold a sword, he rams his head into Arthur, saying, "It's just a flesh wound. I'm okay, I can keep fighting." Arthur tries to get the Black Knight to concede, but to no avail. And eventually, all of his limbs are gone. And it's only then that the Black Knight says, "Okay, we'll call it a draw." A tie. "You're loony," Arthur rebuts. So yes, for me, adulthood is less a sacred quest with our friends and more an experience of slowly feeling cut off. Cut off from ourselves, from one another, while pretending all the while there's nothing wrong. That's why, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you talk to kids about what you do as an adult, they will often look at you with this way that Arthur looks at the Black Knight. "No thanks. I'd rather not grow up. You can keep your grown up." So we've been grappling with the theme of work and play in September, and our community groups have listened to an interview with Jerry Colonna. He's a coach to leaders and CEOs, and Colonna defines work as that which gives us the means to create the safety on which our lives depend. Let me say that again. Gives us the means to create the safety upon which our life depends. Think shelter, food, healthcare in this country. It can also give our lives meaning and a sense of belonging, a sacred quest with fellow knights. However, work can also be a means to our suffering. And that's where Colonna's wisdom lies. Jerry Colonna asks the question, what would it look like if we brought our whole selves to work? Yes, even our mess. What would that look like if we brought our mess to work? Most of us are taught that when we go to work, we should leave the personal at the door. Work is not a therapy session. And I will often say the same things as small groups are coming together. Your small group is not a therapy group. It is not a therapy group. And yet people often say to me, "Oh gosh, it's just like therapy." And I will turn to them and say, "It's not a therapy group." It's a group of people. Yet Colonna argues that when we cut off our mess, we also cut off our ability to play. We cut off our creativity and innovation. We cut off our collaboration and joy. And he says, the truth is, our mess shows up no matter what. Right? We might not name our mess. We might not say we're bringing our mess to work, but the mess shows up. And it most particularly shows up in our interpersonal relationships as we try to work together. How often do we say, or do we hear other people say, "Well, the work's not the problem, it's the people that are the problem." It's always the people. One entrepreneur shared a situation with Jerry Colonna, who was her coach. She said, "I just can't deal with him." She is the CEO, and the person she can't deal with is her co-founder. Despite the company's success, it felt stuck and mired in a swamp of indecision and infighting and toxic backbiting. And so she makes her case to Kelowna. He says he'll do something, and then he up and leaves. He'll leave early on a Friday. Or worse, he'll tell me that he's headed out for vacation, and then he'll delay his return, despite assuring us all that he'll be back in time for the work. Kelowna notices that as she's speaking, how fast her breathing is. And then she says, and when he does finally return, he says nothing about his broken promises. Kelowna learns that in this situation with these co-founders, that in private, they both think that the fault lies with the other person. Each one wants to figure out what's wrong with the other, so that the other can be fixed, and the other might be changed, and the other made better. I just want you to think about the relationships you have in your life, and how many times you might have uttered something like, if only they would change or go away, everything would be better. Kelowna, as he's coaching people, often takes a deep breath and centers himself. And then he begins to ask this CEO questions so she might discover what he calls ghosts in the machine. Ghosts in the machine is an expression used by software developers to define leftover, outmoded code, no longer useful subroutines that are buried deep within a current version of a program. While once useful, those ghosts start to get in the way of current operations. All through our growing up, we learn strategies for navigating our world and our relationships. They might have worked well then. However, when we reach adulthood and the different phases of adulthood, those strategies stop being effective. But we keep using them. They are ghosts. They are our outmoded code. And when they pop up, it's a sign that we need to grow up. Grow up and develop new strategies. The problem with this is that we are often moving so quickly that we have no time for self-reflection. So it shows up mostly as someone else's fault. Why is he being such a jerk? What's wrong with her? Jean-Paul Sartre said, hell really is other people. Jerry Kelowna takes it a step further and says, the truest hell is seeing ourselves in the mirror that other people put up in front of us. So a moment of breakthrough happens for these co-founders. When one person brings his messy self to the table, he approaches his partner, the CEO, with some genuine and authentic concerns about their business. He is soft and he is emotional. And it triggers a level of contempt in the CEO. Worse than promising something and failing to deliver, she angrily tells Jerry Kelowna, was having him cry and tell me he was scared. I need him to be disappointing and emotionally distant. I'm glad you caught it, because Kelowna repeats her words back to her. You need him to be disappointing and emotionally distant? He puts a mirror up in front of her. Oh, she says. Oh. She sees the ghost, and taking a deep breath, almost in a whisper, she confides, he is my father, my emotionally distant father. How will she deal with him? Because the strategies that worked with her dad are not working now. It's always about the parents. So this becomes a series, the first in a series of breakthroughs that allows this partnership, two people who actually really care about one another, to see how the ghosts in both of their lives, forgotten, that are still operating, and how they are outliving their usefulness. Kelowna advises his clients Put down the script. You don't have to be an actor in that drama anymore. It's true for individuals, but it's also true for systems and organizations, and yes, even for countries. Over the last month, I've been listening to the 1619 podcast from the New York Times, which traces the first encounter of slavery in our country and how slavery and white supremacy continue to live as a ghost in our system. The psychiatrist Carl Jung said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Colonna says that leaders will often walk into his office and say, we're fated to be toxic in this way. We're fated to be dysfunctional. They say it because the scenario keeps showing up in their lives and it feels like fate. And when it happens in one job and you quit, or you move on to another job, another career, and then it shows up there. And Colonna asks, fated? Really? Maybe you have some choice here. He says it's not fate. It's time to grow up. So how do we grow up? I have to say I've been watching my 10-year-old and 13-year-old for signs of what it feels like to grow up. And I have to say, it's kind of uncomfortable. We really don't like looking at middle school because it's uncomfortable. But Colonna says you begin by being still. Our busyness is a way of running away from our lives. People often tell me that on a Sunday morning, that Sunday morning is their one time every week to just kind of be still. So we have to carve out and prioritize stillness because our growth depends on it. Otherwise, we'll continually be cut off. Cut off from our own sense of growth. And in that stillness, we have to ask a powerful question. Are you ready for it? It's the key to everything. How are you? How are you? Are you paying attention to what pops up? Or did you just go blank? How are you actually feeling in your body right now? Are you tired? Are you scared? Are you exhausted? Are you filled with joy? Is it all of the above? Is it none of the above? Do you ever take the moment to answer the question, how are you? Well, get ready, because that's exactly what our chaplains are going to do on Sunday morning. They're going to come up to you and say, how are you? And you can choose in that moment to either say, yeah, fine, great, and run far, far away from them. Or you can take a moment to pay attention and tell them how you're feeling. What they're doing is offering you the gift of listening. And they're not your therapist. My spiritual partner, Reverend Linda, is a gifted chaplain, especially when it comes to trauma response, and she reminded me a few weeks ago that ministers and first responders often come during the crisis. They perform triage, they stop the bleeding. However, it's the communities that hold people day in and day out, and that offers them the gift of resilience. Our communities ask us how we are, and they actually listen. They re-stabilize us and help us determine what is a ghost in our system and where we need to grow. Because the truth is, we've never and we won't ever really finish growing up. And growing up requires growing pains. I was reminded by Wesley Morris, the narrator of the 1619 episode on the birth of American music, that in the struggle, there is joy. In the struggle, there is joy. Wesley Morris is chopping veggies for dinner, listening to yacht rock, like rock that you would listen to on your yacht. And as he listens, he hears Aces, How Long, and Seals and Crofts, Summer Breeze, and Toto, Rosanna. He hears the Doobie Brothers and Kenny Loggins, and he myself because even from these 1970 ballads that you would listen to on your yacht, and this is the horrifying part, he can trace the history of what has become American sound, and he does so in the podcast all the way back to the voices of Black Americans in the fields of slavery. And he says, the thing that made me laugh was just how all that history is just very silently coursing through this music. It might not even be aware that it's there. It's so thoroughly atomized into American culture. It's going to show up in a way that even people making the art can't quite put their finger on. What you're hearing in Black music that's so appealing to so many people of all races across time is possibility in the struggle. It is strife. It is humor. It is sex. It is confidence. It is ironic. Because this is the sound of people who for decades and centuries have been denied freedom. And yet what you respond to in Black music is the ultimate expression of a belief in that freedom. The belief that the struggle is worth it, that the pain begets joy, and that that joy you're experiencing is not only contagious, it's necessary and urgent and irresistible. Black music is American music because as Americans we say that we believe in freedom. And that's what we tell the world. And the power of Black music is that it's the ultimate expression of that belief in American freedom. So whether your ghosts pop up in your relationships with one another, or the ghosts in our larger system are popping up in our economics, and in our music, and in our healthcare, they are there. And my friends, it's time to grow up. Because in the pain, there we will be lifted up into freedom. Amen.
Amen.